Imagine a world united by a single game. Every 4 years, billions of people stop what they are doing to watch nations battle for football's greatest prize, the FIFA World Cup. But how did this incredible tournament begin? The story starts nearly a century ago, when football was growing rapidly across Europe and South America. Visionary leaders dreamed of creating a global championship where the best nations could compete for glory. What followed would become one of the most celebrated sporting events in human history. In 1930, the first FIFA World Cup was held in Uruguay. Only 13 nations participated, and many teams traveled for weeks by ship across the Atlantic Ocean. Despite the challenges, excitement filled the air. Uruguay, celebrating its centennial independence anniversary, hosted the historic tournament and eventually defeated Argentina in the final. The World Cup had officially begun. The tournament quickly gained popularity. Italy hosted the 1934 World Cup, introducing larger crowds and growing international attention. 4 years later, France welcomed the competition. But as Europe moved toward World War II, the future of the World Cup became uncertain. Football's biggest stage would soon face its greatest interruption. Because of World War II, the World Cups of 1942 and 1946 were canceled. For over a decade, the world was deprived of its greatest football competition. Stadiums stood empty, while nations focused on rebuilding. Yet the love for football never disappeared. Fans eagerly waited for the tournament's return. The World Cup returned in 1950 in Brazil. It became famous for one of football's biggest shocks. In front of nearly 200,000 spectators at the Maracana Stadium, Uruguay defeated Brazil. The event, known as the Maracanazo, stunned the football world and became part of sporting legend. The decades that followed introduced football icons. Players like Pelé transformed the sport. At just 17 years old, Pelé led Brazil to victory in 1958. His incredible talent captured hearts worldwide and helped make the World Cup a global phenomenon. By the 1970s and 1980s, the World Cup had become a truly global spectacle. Television broadcasts carried matches into millions of homes. New legends emerged, including Diego Maradona, whose brilliance inspired Argentina to victory in 1986. His performances remain among the greatest in football history. As technology advanced, so did the tournament. More nations joined, bigger stadiums were built, and audiences reached billions. The World Cup became more than a sporting event. It became a celebration of culture, identity, and global unity. Modern World Cups introduced unforgettable stars like Ronaldo, Zinedine Zidane, Lionel Messi, and Cristiano Ronaldo. Their achievements inspired generations of young players. Every tournament created new memories, new heroes, and new moments of football magic. Today, the FIFA World Cup remains the most watched sporting event on Earth. From a small competition of 13 teams in 1930 to a worldwide celebration followed by billions, its journey is extraordinary. Every World Cup writes a new chapter in football history, and as future generations dream of lifting the famous Golden Trophy, the story of the World Cup continues, uniting the world through the beautiful game.